Previously on Kimba TV. So if it comes back down and wants to turn that into support, I think that would be it. So 60,000 swing fail is one level of interest for a long. And then maybe like the 59.5, 59.3, 59.4, 59.3 to 59.5 zone. So that's possible long and possible long. Y'all better be juicing now. How we doing? We juicing my Gucci. How we doing? Stop the music. How we doing? How we doing? Don't be mad at me. How many of you were here with me last night? Finally got filled, y'all. What y'all think about this? So first things first. What do you guys think about this? PDEQ, PDPOC, pixel motherfucking perfect. Bing! What y'all think about this? Schwiggity on them. How many of y'all were here with me last night? If anything, just remember how all of this shit plays out. Do you guys remember why I said that would be significant resistance? Not only do you look at the previous day value area low, but don't forget the daily. You see how it happened at US market? Sounds Gucci. Look at this. Do you remember all the stuff that we talked about? No more longs. Shorts opening. Get it? Does it make sense, LPZ? So you read all this correctly, right? You read all this correctly, and you understand that value area low and also daily open gets tapped. So probabilities, read the data correctly. You know where your invalidation is. Easy money, Bugatti money. I wish we could have done it last night. But it's the same shit. Any questions? So there's probably two things that you're gonna probably take away from this lion cub if you didn't really understand this. You definitely gotta rewind and get caught up. But what y'all think? As a lion cub, a lot of good shit going on. When the PDPOC, the point of control, and the EQ line up like that, it's strong resistance. Just like how if the PDPOC was near the value area low or value area high, that adds more probabilities. Alrighty. Yo, Gucci, easy money. T4 Trading says, I got the long from 58900 with the daily open, just like you mentioned yesterday before end of stream. Very nice. Mine is 59050. So you have an even better entry than I do. You guys, Gucci, Cinda House says only longs are closing. Yup, that's what we want. You understand, right, Cinda? You see how this is exactly what we said yesterday? Everything making sense? We got that daily open tap. Everything looking juicy. Let me know if you have any questions. You know what we need out of the daily today, right? Look at this daily. Schwiggity. Yesterday, alpha juice. Alpha juice. Burj Khalifa goes to around 60,700, 60,600. All right, and then there's your thang. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Schwiggity swag. Black Panther says long stream today too. Yeah, why not? When as always, brother, I'm gonna try to figure out when I'm gonna go work out. I'll probably go work out early like I did yesterday so I can kick it all evening with you guys. Vishante Uguchi, calling noob Uguchi. Hazar says, I love the volatility. You love it, bro? Hey, it's bing bong ding dong, man. It's bing bong ding dong retail ping pong. But you guys feel like you're getting better? This is the third day of the week, right? So you had Monday, you had Tuesday, you had full 48 hours worth of price action to kind of prove it to yourself that you're doing better. Y'all doing better? You guys Gucci, you guys learning stuff? Do you feel that you're a better trader now than you were this Sunday? You know, did you have opportunities to FOMO or do some bad habits, but you resisted? Did you think about worst case? Did you assume you would get round tripped? Did you put stop loss and profit? The minute that you slip and you start to do some goofy shit, not be thinking about protecting, not thinking about worst case, that's when it happens. Hey, stop the music for a second. Hey, how many of y'all been riding with me the last couple days? How do y'all think about this line? What do you think about the pixel fuck? I know Alpeasy loves it. How many of y'all been able to see this shit live? How many of y'all were here yesterday when I was talking about, I want to see the $16 million long get stopped out and I want shorts to start opening at the bottom? Y'all Gucci? This is pretty dope, right? So, this puts a little bit more urgency on, we might want to take this. I start with the higher time frame stuff and then I zoom into the smaller medium. I do the same shit every single time. Anything you guys want to talk about before I really crank up the lettuce, we might go prom 2010 prom vibes. Okay, we're gonna bump Danny Ocean all night long. We might go Kingston era 2016 vibes. Okay, what we doing tonight? You know what I'm actually doing on the side right now? I'm looking to see if there's any altcoins we can scalp today. We're gonna eat wings, right? We're gonna get wings tonight. When should I go work out? Right? Is Macaulay something that I want to be here for? Attila says, I'd like to listen to your thought process about TPing in this situation. Attila, guess what? You got to get caught up on everything that we talked about. Chat, tell Attila what would be a reasonable place for TP1 or a TP in general. Chat, what would be a reasonable place to TP? TP1, TP2. Throw out some numbers for me and why. Attila, Shadow Dancer says previous day value area high. Why? Because it's the full rotation, right? I like that. Some people might say, hey, actually, motherfucker, the really responsible thing to do is shave at least a little bit at the PD, POC, PDEQ. How many of y'all were here when I said that there's nothing wrong when you get in? Let's say that you're going to get into a long. Let's say that you want to do a 20 Bitcoin position. It's okay to add a little bit, right? TP a little bit at your first ATR or whatever your reasonable TP1 would be so that if you do get round tripped, you can put stop loss on a lower low. How many of y'all were here for that? So some of y'all might say, wait, Kimba. After what you have shown me the last couple of days, okay, what I did, Kimba, was I actually added a little bit extra than I normally would. I have now TP'd that part. So now I can't lose. I've already shaved a little bit. I have tiny profit. If it wants to come back down to my entry, I can get even more TP, or now I have bought myself enough room where I can put my stop loss on lower low and it's still break even. So some people might have shaved at PD, POC, PDEQ. That wouldn't be wrong. Full rotation target would be 61,200, the previous day value area high. Okay, so you could say TP1 or TP1. Okay, what were we talking about on Friday? last week? What did I say? I wouldn't long here, here, or here. I would wait for what? What's the statistically easiest level where you could attempt a short attempt? There you go, Peastress. Y'all don't even need me. All right, that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Y'all don't need me. What am I even doing here? What am I even doing here? I think that's it for the day, y'all. Should we wrap it up? First things first, Christy, are you gonna put blind limits here? Because here's the thing, Christy. If you're going to chat, tell Christy, if you're gonna live by the fib, you die by the fib. So if you're gonna prioritize using fib, then your stop loss is a higher high. Okay? Do you know about bad lows and bad highs? The problem with something like this is right there. Because if you do that, you have just now increased the probability of sweeping the whole goddamn thing. And then if you start a cascade there, well, you would start to think, fuck. So, Christy, even though it might take you a week to get here, do you understand that the easiest level to look for a short would be after you see the reaction at 63? Okay? It might reject from here. It might reject from here after it just sweeps that and continue to keep the lower high trend. But these are all high probability, like high risk trades. This short is easier than this one or this one. So that's what you would have to think about is, you know, I would almost think cleaning that would be like a swing fail of this and getting a candle close below here, and then, you know, like fib it, like entries all the way from the sweep to the 7.5 stop loss like that, and that's my risk management. I think that would be like an easier trade than putting blind limits here, stop loss here, and then that's your, you know. But here's the thing, Christy. This is what I always preach. It's not really so much about trying to look at what's happening here. It's more about how does it get up here. So, Christy, if price is doing this, let's just talk about the time frame here. So, Christy, if price does this and open interest does this, do you have more edge or less edge to short? Chat. If we go up and price and open interest goes up, do you have more edge, more reason to short, or less reason? You have less reason because that would be bullish. And Christy, that's not debatable. Okay? So as long as you can answer that correctly, then you're doing all right. Okay? What if CVD looks like this? I can't, I don't have a drawing tool on here. The CVD is here. Okay? If this goes all the way up, okay? Or all the way here, or whatever, right? And your CVD is higher than here. What is that? Hidden bearish div. Would that give you more reason or less reason to potentially think about shorting? Do you want longs opening? So if it does this, right, cleans that, swing fail, so you have a structural edge, check. Hidden bear div, check. right? All the shorts got squeezed and you have longs opening. Check. Well, then I could see why you would short here, Christy. But if it goes up there and you have a bunch of longs opening and none of the shorts have squeezed out, would you want to short there? Don't you think that these fuckers are going to get squeezed out even higher? Did that make sense, Christy? And so there is no like perfect let's take the short, let's take the long, okay? What I can only do is promise you, one, there's always another trade, okay? And two, it's a lot better to get left at the train station than put blind limits in and get ran over. Those are the two things that I can promise you. And, you know, we do this every fucking day. Every single trade, I will explain to you the edge. Okay, Christy? So I don't know how many times you would have to maybe rewind it to click, but I talked about bull divs holding, longs getting stopped out, shorts opening. That's exactly what we got. And then just based off of how many times we've seen this, so pattern recognition, I know that the bearish retest at the PDEQ, PDPOC, very likely, and the value area low and the daily open has to hold. You can't lose structure, so your stop loss on this long would be a lower low. Easy money, Bugatti money. So don't rush into it, Christy. Okay, if you have to paper trade or do micro positions, do it. Okay, this isn't gonna make sense, or it's not supposed to click in a couple days or a couple weeks. So I don't want you to be so hard on yourself trying to get this right away. The OGs and the veterans will tell you that you're gonna fuck up, but as long as you don't have shitty risk management and you don't lose all your money, this will click. I promise you. But talk to the OGs and the veterans. Ask the people that are juicing the fuck right now. You know, there's people that are like, this is fucking textbook. This is fucking textbook. PD, EQ, POC, rejection, value area low, debate on the first person, right? You get the bull div, right? You get the bull div right here on you, the first people that longed on the value area low. Aha, easy money, Bugatti money. Fuck. I got filled right there, y'all. Remember that. What do you mean? How? Oh, no. So you got the bull CVD div, exactly like we said, right? On this move, all the longs stopped out. Perfect. Shorts piling in at the bottom. Perfect. All right. And it's not like this doesn't happen 100,000 motherfucking times all, you know. When it works, it works. And it's all about probabilities, you know. So Christy, you good? Hey, so Christy, stop the music. Christy, if it does come up there, let's read the data together. And I want you to do your best to try and tell me as it goes up what's happening, Christy. All right, Christy. So I want you to let's just keep it simple, Christy. Let's not overextend, okay? Let's focus on one thing at a time. I want you to tell me if longs are opening or if shorts are getting squeezed. Bonus points if you can tell me the difference between what's happening on Binance versus Bybit. Okay? On Bybit, if you want to short, Christy, you want all of the shorts to get squeezed if I were you. Okay? So identifying a level, you did a great job. I mean, I think you want to sprinkle in maybe some TPO stuff and volume stuff, but you're doing a great job identifying levels. Now what I want you to do is start reading the data, okay? Do you have CVD or RSI oscillating data in front of you? If you do, you can try to see if there's divs forming, or you can anticipate. All right, Christy, do you see how there's a lot of stuff that I always talk about, like right here? So one, historically speaking, we always, not I want to say always, but like 70% of the time, there's always going to be a daily open retest. So something to keep in mind. Keep track of when there's a full rotation setup and see how many times the daily open gets tapped. Okay? Another thing to think about. What do I always say about going down the hallway? You don't have to be the first guy down the hallway in a zombie infested house. Okay? So look, even if you entered on the value area low, ideally you put your stop loss and tiny profit and you got broken even. But look at this movement. That's a bull div. That's a bullish div. So the stuff that I said we can't lose any CVD bull divs, didn't lose one. Longs got stopped out, perfect. Shorts are piling in, perfect. So you got to be able to do the same thing for whatever you want to short. Okay? And then Christy, remember that from a mathematical standpoint, the probability says if PDEQ and PDPOC gets turned into support, so swing fail, come back, turn that into support, then you've got a high chance to run up here. All right, Christy? So I wouldn't recommend it, but there's going to be motherfuckers that, swing fail, come back down. If shorts are trapped, if shorts open up right there, you might want to look for a bink, think, and then see if they're still trapped. I'm here 12 to 14 hours a day, baby. And Christy, that's the difference between, I didn't long here, right? Remember? I TP'd my short live Pico bottom. Y'all remember that? How many of you all were here for that? But I didn't long that, right? Which one did I long? I longed this one, easy money. When the edge is there, it's there. Okay? I didn't long this. I didn't long this the whole day yesterday. Kimba, are you in a long? Tell me when you're in a long. Okay. But I told y'all when I want to get into a long. None of the CVD bull divs break. The longs get stopped out. Shorts pile in. Sometimes I get left at the train station, but I rather get left at the train station and miss out on the juice than do something goofy and take a loss. So all that patience and waiting. Kimba, are you in a long yet? Kimba, are you in a long yet? Kimba, are you in a long yet? Nope. I'm still waiting. I want this motherfucker to stop out. Sometimes I get left at the train station, and that's okay. But when it works, it works. You see it? So sometimes I get left at the train station, all that patience and all that waiting. I missed my fucking long for, $200 I missed, but that's okay. Cause you got to do the right thing every single time. I don't think it was statistically correct to get into a long before this level got hit. I think I could have gotten in right there if I really, really wanted to, but I don't even, if I go back in time 100 times back in time, I'm not going to take that long. I'm always going to miss it 100 times out of 100 times, and that's okay. Because it's the long run that will tell me if that was the net positive strategy or net negative. Because the person that took that blind, they might get wrecked one day. And I won't have, and I would have gotten filled lower. So it's hard to tell what if you're doing right or wrong. Basically, your longevity speaks for itself. Because it's like Vegas. It's like the casino. The longer that you play, If your strategy is a net negative, you're going to lose. And eventually you'll lose it all. So your longevity is the proof, in essence. Schwiggity schwag! Chat, MTIS said, I entered a 58.9 long yesterday, but of course it swiped me and it fucked me over. Oh, man. Yeah. We got filled for about 100 Bitcoin across a multiple bunch of exchanges. I wish you were here and you paid attention to the highlights, brother. Yeah. Damn! Oh! How? Our plan was to enter right there. I wish you were here with us, brother. I literally planned this for 8 hours yesterday. But that's okay. Yeah, but it's pretty much exact same entry on all the exchanges. So I'm in for about $100. Tad bit from Singapore, I think so. But yeah, we're using KCEX. I got 10 on KCEX, 10 on Blowfin, 10 on BitUnix. A little thang on Krikizzi. The usual suspects. But forget all that though. Isn't the real juice me waiting for it for 6 to 8 hours and then taking it when everything that we anticipated showed itself so that you can do that yourself next time? Do you want to try putting together a really nice scenario for us to short? Structural edge, swing fail pattern, right? Of all the highs. All shorts closed. And then longs opening up here. Right? Same thing. And then CVD bear div, for a little chef's kiss. So try to reverse engineer why we were looking for a long. So now it's going to bing bong ding dong and start to form its own value. We're going to be able to start to say, hey, that's value area high. Hey, that's value area low, It's going to make value. It might deviate out. It might deviate out. At some point, it'll break out. So we wait now. Thomas says, now that we've breached 786, if I'm correct, harmonics would be turning golden pocket into support, but grabbing all the single prints would not be that bullish. What would you think about trying to add at the 6-6 on a possible sweep of 60600? I wouldn't. But you can try. For me, that's almost like scalping, Thomas, so I don't really do that. 606 retest of trend line, grabbing the little single print and keep the bigger one below. Hit possible hidden CVD div. Thomas, that's perfect. All I would say, Thomas, is it sounds great. I think you did everything that I would normally ask of anybody. Do you want? I think 60,600 is only like $500 away. So I don't know if you would see that anything significant from open interest or CVD. But yes, you want this, huh? Yeah, I think it's reasonable. This candle. This one. Which means anchor it here. I think a lot better would probably be but that's the one. That's the one. That's your anchor. All right, Thomas. I think this is better. Yeah, I think a more valid question, if you wanted to ask me if it was bearish, would be this. You would say, hey, could this be a failed auction? The question that you would maybe want to ask, like whether you're in a long or you want to get into a short, is one, I think if you were bearish, golden pocket, stop loss, higher high. But you could also play that. Alrighty. Fair nasty. Alrighty. And just be careful. That's low. There's an imbalance. So a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh shit. Oh, that's going to be an easy short. No, bitch. Did you see me draw the swing fail? So no, nothing blind. You need to be able to tell me that you saw edge for taking that trade. All right. I'm rooting for you, big boy. Are you more leaning towards getting into a short, or you're trying to protect your long, brother? What you trying to do, my man? All right. What you trying to do, my man? TDW says, just stopped out a bad entry short. I'm so happy with myself for minimizing risk. Hey, that's where it starts. Good shit. You've always, you have so many opportunities, TD Dubs. Did you just hear me talk about? So here's the thing. We do this a lot. You want me to break it down? Risk and reward is proportionate. The more risk you take, by definition, you're going to have more reward. Highest risk. Highest. Fuck, get out of my face. Highest. Kimba box, stop loss, higher high. Second, middle risk. You already know what it is. You're going to take the bearish retest of the golden pocket. Stop loss right there. Theoretically, that risk management is supposed to be cheaper than this. Okay. And then last but not least, structure change, break, bearish retest. Stop loss is probably going to have to be like an ATR, so probably right there. So again, that's your risk. So if you're looking for a short, and so all of these, you have to look at the way that it pumps and how it's reacting up top. Okay. You need to see what's happening here and what's happening here. What happened from here to here? Instead of like asking me, hey, the 382 going down to 0.5 and losing it, that's bearish, right? Well, what if it was all longs getting stopped out? Fair nasty versus shorts opening. If you said, hey man, we lost we got rejected from the 382 and it pierced through the 0.5 and the 618, all with shorts opening, open interest indicating that shorts opened, that's bearish, right? You're up. Hey, Kimba, the move down, it's all longs just getting squeezed. So it's not truly bearish, right? Yup, that's correct. So like you see the data is a little bit more better than just saying, hey, this broke or this got lost. Alrighty, fair nasty. And as always, think worst case scenario and put your stop loss in profit. Close your eyes and imagine that your stop losses get hit. Are you okay with that theoretical profit? You need to be, so that if it does happen, you don't even give a shit. You already know how much you made. On to the next one already. Okay. Gamma School says, when you draw your math fibs, if you're more biased towards taking a short, is that when the bottom fib level is this one level? No. Make sure you nerd out on fibs. Fibs, you go left to right. That's it. And just choose the swing high, swing fail for the retracement. So on this move down, okay, the golden pocket retracement is from the swing high, swing low. That's your golden pocket. Okay? On this move from here to here, okay, you're going to go again left to right. And so the golden pocket retracement for this move is right here. You go left to right, swing high to swing low to swing high. A retracement means it goes back. So if it dumped, the retracement goes back up. If it pumped, then that means that the retracement goes back down. Math! There's gonna be, different zones, okay, that might be resistance, okay? It makes the higher low, and then on the pursuit to make a higher high, it might break it, and then it might be something like that. It might be like a 7505. That might be the 7505. You never know. I've been doing this shit too long. So, you're just gonna have to see what is available to you at that moment and do your best. How many lion cubs you guys have been seeing higher time frame and smaller time frame, 7.5 to 0.5 golden pocket? How many of y'all kind of been witnessing that and you're like, holy fuck? All right, it smells like a dump, bro. No, that's your fart. Yeah. All right, y'all, stay safe. I'll see you guys bright and early for unemployment. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss.